Guys, what's going on? It's Percy here from P4C. Welcome back to the channel, and today in front of you and I, we have a box of 10 graded cards back from BGS, Beckett Grading Services. We use a standard service which promised to give us our card back from 10 to 20 business day, and it did exactly that. So I'm very happy. 5 out of 10 of these cards we actually did a cross grade, which means that we graded them initially with PSA, weren't really happy with the results, so we cracked them open and then sent it to BGS to see whether or not we got a better result out of that. So let's go straight into it and let's see what we've got today. All right, here we go. I'm not going to put on these surprise oh my god faces because I have seen the grades already. I know what the grades are, so I'm not gonna lie and give you guys the fake reaction. So what I'm actually going to do though, I'm gonna put them off screen and go through them one by one. So the first one here, we have here the Starmie V. I really like this card. I really like the art, just because Misty is in there. Starmie, iconic, even though it's not a fan favorite, it's an iconic Pokemon from Kanto. We got a BGS 9, and PSA actually also gave us a 9. So again, I was actually hoping that this card would get like a 9.5 or a 10, not a black label 10, but just even a pristine gold label 10 here. The centering the centering and surface got 9, and I mean, maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section below. I really can't tell why the centering is 9. Maybe I'm blind. Anyway, we've got a 9 back, and I guess it matches what BGS said. So that's not card number 1. Card number 2 here is this SS4, the Vermilion Saiyan card. We've got a BGS 9. The thing that really got the points off though, so you can see the surface and the centering got 10. The edges got an 8.5. So I didn't realize how bad the edges were on this card. So I mean, a 9 is still better than what PSA said. PSA said it was only an 8. I mean, lucky enough, I already have this card in a PSA 10, so I'm not too worried about it. But I was hoping I was going to get a 9.5 or even a 10 again. So that's card number 2. Moving on here, maybe we show 2 of these just for time's sake, because we've got the V Star and the V here, both getting the 9.5. So I don't actually know or remember if I pull these myself or whether or not I bought them from someone. So I have no idea. But these 2 cards, having a look, only the centering got 9, but everything else got a 10. So I was pretty, I guess, gutted. The fact that it didn't get even just a gold label 10, it got a gem mean 9.5. I might crack them open to submit it to PSA, and hopefully we'll get a 10 out of it. I mean, given the 3 scores here, no, the corners, edges, and surfaces are all 10, so I might crack it open and do that. The only thing I do worry sometimes is when I crack the cards open, I'm scared that I'll damage it. So that's the other thing. I mean, it's not the highest of the high value card. You know, these 2 cards are readily available in English as well. So all right, next up we have the Rosa card. Now this card in Japanese is going bonkers at the moment and going crazy value. I actually forgot I actually had a copy of these, so I sent it into PSA for grading, and we again, we got a 9 for it, but in BGS we got a 9.5. Again, the only thing that was a letdown is centering, which is kind of a recurring theme for this particular submission, because a lot of the cards got let down from the centering. So I mean, you know, it's a 0.5 improvement. We got a word gem mint rather than a mint, so I'll take this as a good win. So thank you for that. Next card coming up as well is another sort of improvement card as well. I think it's this one actually. So we only have four cards. I said we had 5. Apologies. So it's a XY promo. And again, the only thing, again, it was a letdown. It was the surface, got a 9, whereas the center got a 10. PS8 gave us a 9, but we got a 9.5 Jetmin from BGS. This is one of the promo cards that I had kind of stored away for a very long time, and actually it was sealed. I decided to bust it open and grade it, and thankfully we've got a better grade from BGS. All right, now moving into the big hitters here. This is the Crown Zenith, the secret rare Pikachu here, 160 to 159. This card is only available in the premium or the precious premium box set, which in Japanese is going crazy prices at the moment. In Chinese, a little bit more reasonable. I think the box is worth about 1,200 Hong Kong dollars. Doing quick maths, I think it's worth about close to 100 and close to 200. Close to 200. I might put the exchange rate down. I was really hoping that this card would get a get a black label, because this card in a black label would have been amazing. Upon checking up the pop reports as well, I believe there's only one black label at the moment. So we were 0.5 off, only for centering. Now, from my naked eye, the centering looks perfect. So I don't know whether it's 0.5. You could say the logo, because the logo, you know, maybe it's that 0.5 off. The logo is that 0.5 off, and that's why we've got a pristine 10 and not a black label 10. So a little bit sad by this, but the reason why I'm not too sad is because we submitted 10 cards and we've got 3 black label back, and this is one of it. Then this is what an absolutely beautiful card to get a black label on. So you can see what I was trying to do if I can just fish out the cards. So I actually sent in these in sequential and hoping that it would be a dream come true if we can get black label on the Mewtwo and the Charizard. And of course we didn't. We did get the black label on the Mewtwo. We got 9.5 on the side, but the black label makes it so much more beautiful. I mean, you still have Charizard in the background here, and you got Mewtwo doing the whatever you want to call it, Kamehameha, Hadouken, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know, Beckett is, you know, whatever you want to say about them, but the black label just so superior in every shape or form. And we've got another one here now. As of this video, as of we're filming 1st of March, because this video might come out a little bit later, I'm not sure when. This is one of one. This is one of one. This is the latest Scarlet and Violet, Violet EX Chinese Cantonese. Really surprising. I was actually really surprised that they call it Chinese Cantonese, because when I submitted the form, I call it traditional Chinese, but they decided to go ahead and call it Chinese Cantonese. Miradon EX SAR. So, long story short, I went to my local card shop and bought a few boxes just to open for fun, and we end up pulling this. So I thought, well, what the heck, let's grade it as well, and we came back a black label. So one of one at the moment. Who knows, by the time this video come out, it could be more. Very happy with this, and yeah, just couldn't be more happier with this. And then last but not least, this is the heavy hitter here. We've got a Nami alternate art, which is from the first One Piece set, Romance Dawn. This is a very, very highly sought out card after the name escaped me. I'll come back to it. But yeah, this is hardly sought out from the after the secret rare alternate art card, Shanks. That's it, Shanks secret rare alternate art card. So I mean, this has to be in the top 3, top 5 in terms of Romance Dawn, in terms of card value, in terms of the beauty and aesthetic of the card. And the funny story is, I didn't pull this card. I actually bought this card along with some other cards, and this is kind of a throw-in. I might as well take it, right? Such a beautiful card, and you go. I just said it actually feels better to grade a black label when you purchase a card from someone else and not the one that you pull. I don't know if that makes sense, but strangely enough, this feels really good getting this black label here. So you know, we did really well. 30% hit rates on the black label from 10 card submission. We actually submitted more cards to BGS, but using a value service. So I would imagine those will probably take a bit longer, maybe even 2 to 3 months. So we'll definitely showcase them when they're back. In the meantime, that's it for our BGS trading card returns, because we have just about bits and pieces of different stuff in this submission or this return. I hope you enjoyed this particular video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button, and then if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and then afterwards make sure you hit the bell for the latest videos and updates. In the meantime, if you're also getting your grades back from one of these grading companies, I hope the God of grades be with you always.